out with is that, okay, what is a good community? What are some of the characteristics of a good community? And one of those characteristics is how well the community deals with conflict. All right, there's conflict in every situation. Um, a good community is able to deal with conflict. The rules or laws, no matter how extensive or basic, are available, understandable, and mutually accepted, right? So, like an example, and probably not a good one, but would be something that you guys could watch. And a good example of a basic good community would be the Bang Theory. If you're not familiar with it, it's fun, and I encourage you to watch it. But if you know one of the main characters is Sheldon, yes, Sheldon, and Sheldon has a specific place on the couch, and in a way that's conflict, and the way everybody else deals with Sheldon is a way that, you know, it's a good community. It deals with conflict, and uh, they still love each other and care for each other, and the community is upheld, if that makes any sense. It might not be the best example, but this is the one that I could give you that might be, you know, frivolous and something you could actually watch. Now, a good example of a bad community is like last week's statesmanship videos. We have illegal members on these boards that make these boards illegal. These illegal boards make illegal laws, and even though these illegal laws are breaking state law, our representatives will not correct them. You know, we went through that whole series of where we wrote letters to our representatives, and these people are breaking the law. And just about each and every one of these people or representatives has, you know, sloughed it off into somebody else, and just so that they could get out of the conflict that's there, because, and that makes the conflict build. And so that's where you get the corruption, and that's where you get the inability to deal with the community and support the community and nurture the community. Okay, so having bored you with this, let's go ahead into the video. Now, what we're going to do, I went ahead and made I captured some video off of the state, the LPIN, their business meeting. They videotape it and put it up on YouTube, and I went through and watched July's. Okay, so I snipped a bunch of video and put some explanation upon it. And here, let's just go ahead and watch it. Makes it a lot easier.
Vanderburgh County needs to get their banking information to the treasurer. He's reached out multiple times and hasn't gotten a response back yet. And they have asked about funds being transferred, but have not responded to actually giving us the information. Is that not true, Mr. Schultes?
The treasurer would recommend counties not close their bank accounts if they were willing to receive funds from the state.
Yeah.
What?
The last.
Electronic? Yes, and it's balanced bank and then we're provided updated.
We actually owe, from the last term, we did a sponsored event in Vanderburgh County, and the state party agreed to reimburse $150 for that. Well, they closed their bank account and we couldn't send them the money. And even if we had sent them a check, they didn't have a way to cash the check. So that is a problem, and we would like to get that debt off our books, considering they have complained about not receiving it. So
here's why.
Yeah, here's why. Have a bank account. Any other questions about District 8?
All right. So what that is, and how this is really a problem. You know, we had a bank account when we first started up, and really, literally, we didn't have enough money to keep the bank account from charging us fees. It was like $500 that we needed to keep, and now it takes like an unholy amount of money to get one open and keep one open for a political party. We just found it better to go ahead and donate directly to the candidates or support the candidates, or, you know, funnel it through a candidate fund and whatever advertising we do. And whenever we rent a thing at the county fair, it's $75. So we just pitch in cash and we just go ahead and get it for the, and that's really all we do for our local organization. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't have a bank account, and if you don't have enough, you know, money coming in. There really wasn't any reason for Darren to go ahead and chuckle at that. You know, maybe the state Libertarian Party needs to go ahead and decide whether there's a way to go ahead and donate to the affiliates in a legitimate way. But, you know, that's up to you. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Here's another situation. Okay, here's where we're ghosted in the state Libertarian business meeting. Okay, so, and I'll do a little explaining afterwards.
9, Mr. Darren Kinzer.
Mr. Chair, the district continues to hold its monthly history call. We try to do it on the second Sunday. Sometimes it falls on the third. You know, my schedule. A lot of people did try to attend. In Floyd County, we have 3 candidates there still. One had to drop out, so we did have 4. One had to drop. I still ain't got an answer on what happened there. On what made him decide to sit down. But 3 solid candidates. They're out door knocking, trying to talk to people every single day. They're going to be at Harvest Homecoming October 12th through the 15th. And they're also wanting to have a get out the vote day on September 30th. I think they've reached out to all as well, possibly on that. Clark County, of course, still holds its monthly meetings. They're going to celebrate August 24th through 26th. 2 candidates, yes. Greg and Russell, yes, are both running. Delivery Loves Food Bank still active twice a month. It's going right now. It's going on today. Jackson County, I'm trying to work with Jackson County members to get meetings active again there. It's really hard. I know Hippie Rick wants to get it active down there, and it's just working with Craig and then we try to get that done. Let's see. Brown and Jefferson County is holding their monthly meetings as well. Jefferson will be holding one tomorrow, matter of fact, at the Everystone Grill at 6 o'clock. Harrison County has a new chair. Sean Bostock, he came back. He was originally a chair. I haven't had a chance to do a one-on-one person talk with him, but he is back. But he did have an issue where he has a broken neck, so he's got procedures going on with that. So he's not been able to hold anything currently at the moment. What kind was that? Sorry. That's what that again. What kind was that? Harrison. In Lawrence County, we did lose one member. His reasoning is we don't win, but I'm trying to convince him that he needs to think differently on that.
We just had him win.
We've tried it. We've all tried. Even Heidi has reached out to him. We are going to do the Halloween Safe Night this year again. Also, the Persimmon Festival, the parade will be September 30th, so it's the same day as the e-canvassing going on at Floyd. So it's going to be a little bit hard for me to figure out where I need to be at that day. Still holding our monthly meetings every month there. We'll also be doing the Christmas parade. Monroe County, of course, had held another convention. Sydney became the chair. She's been very active in what she's doing. Sydney's Bloom. She's holding the farm. She's been going to the farm. Is it twice a month?
We did twice a month the first month, and then we'll probably gonna do once a month. It'll depend on everybody's schedule.
So she's there with the booth, and other members there are helping her just get out the information, doing the quiz, even at a farmer's market. It's a good place to go. It's where you can see a lot of people. They were at the Monroe County Fair for the entire week, not last, but the week before, correct?
Yes.
And I got to visit there once. Tanya went twice. Greg went once. They had a lot of people taking the quiz. That board was filled with stickers. Like how many? I couldn't remember what you said the other day, 128 new contacts that they got there. So they done very well at the Monroe County Fair. So that's a great team in Monroe County, here in Monroe County.
That's time.
That's
To wrap it up.
That's honestly all I
Okay.
have at the current moment, because I need to update my bank info for Lawrence to Mike.
Two things. We need Harrison County, and this is true for any county, when you have a
Okay, so that's where we were officially ghosted, but I'm gonna, let me get, there, here we go. Just to do a little more of an explanation. Let's see. Let's do that. We're gonna make it so I can see it. Just let me point out, oh, there we go. Oops, okay. Let me point out that our state libertarian bylaws were not on the the state libertarian bylaws were not on the LPN website when we had our caucus. We had our caucus in January, and I really, and it's on me, I didn't look for it either. I thought we were good, right? You can Google them. Ever since I've given Evan this link to this thing, he's been really hyper about putting the bylaws up and all of that kind of stuff. So he's like being friendly, and it's a little bit too late, but it's okay. Anyway, so you can also Google them, but there was no link on the lpin.org that would take you there. And so, so what actually happened in January, Tommy and Tina both wanted to run in the city of Salem election. We asked Tina to become a Libertarian member and become our county party secretary, as well as run for city council. Now, when Tina tried to pay for her dues in January, February, or whatever, on the state website, lpin.org, the site malfunctioned and it wouldn't let her pay for her membership. So both Tommy and Tina tried multiple times, and but it wouldn't go through. So Tina got a national membership, and we all thought she was fine. But apparently that was not the case. So we corrected this with the help of the county clerk. So now Tommy and Tina, if they get into office, they can't be booted out, at least not for this. And so what we did was like backdated or dated it forward, because it was during the same convention. And we had gotten her a membership. We went through again, because I tried to do it and I couldn't get through. And when I was on the 9th District Chair chat, they already knew that it malfunctioned. And I have, that makes me angry. And that's one of the main reasons I got out of that chat. You know, guys, please, for the love of God, somewhere be professional. I mean, I don't hate you, but I don't really like being a part of that group. It doesn't function for what we have to deal with here in this county. We're third world nasty in Washington County, so you have no real way to deal with what we have to deal with. And so, but I appreciate all that you do, and go baby go. So anyway, we resolved it with the clerk. We thought about not doing it, but you know, if we're asking everybody else to have legal members and legal candidates and legal boards, we have to have legal candidates ourselves. And so we corrected that. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? And on the bylaws, just to give you some background on it, we had heard one of the 9th District's chair is extremely irritated with me specifically, and was talking about dealing with me after the election. And so, you know, rumbling around to my membership who voted me in as chair, to say that I'm going to deal with this, you know, ominous, and I hate her and all of this kind of stuff isn't appropriate, whether it's right or not. You know, I'm just going by what people are telling me, and it's really, you know, I really just don't care. Part of me just doesn't care. So anyway, in our bylaws, which we automatically take in the state bylaws. And so the addendum is, let me just read it to you. In the event of the state party's central committee removal of a county member suspension of county affiliation, or removal of county officer by the state Libertarian Party, the hearing will only be at the state convention because the state bylaws do not stipulate that the appeal must be at the first or second business meeting, but leaves the state annual business meeting as one of the options. We choose only the annual state business meeting or caucus as the only option for appeal in view of all of the state counties affiliates. So if you really are inclined towards removing me as chair, have at it. And we'll go ahead and deal with it at the state convention. Okay? Not that you have, not that you will, but there's where we stand on that issue. Now, we also have a problem here in Washington County for people jumping the fence. We had a candidate, or we had someone threaten, who was big politically, threatened to jump out of the Democrat Party into the Libertarian Party. He had obviously no way to know how it really actually worked, but he was going to run as sheriff under the Libertarian Party flag, which kind of upset our membership. And we're like, okay, so we don't really have a way to deal with that other than to go ahead and put this addendum in. At the Washington County Libertarian Caucus, which is different from the convention in that we elect our candidates, or at least that's how we're presenting it. Only Washington County Libertarian members who have been card-carrying members of the Libertarian Party, and that means state or national, for at least 6 months before the caucus may vote to elect candidates for city or county offices. That does not discourage anybody from running as Libertarian, because they don't have to be 6 months in. We'll get you a membership and wham, you can be a candidate. We're very welcoming there, but we have a core group of people that have worked diligently in our party in Washington County, which is third world nasty. And that is a nod to their authority. There's no way for them to be thwarted that way. Okay. So anyone in the county can actually, say I'm a Libertarian and come to our meetings, or even not be a Libertarian and come to our meetings. But it's just that specific function that we're going to reserve for the people that have been members 6 months or older. Okay. And then this is the abusive one. This is one that I thought about not putting in, but it's actually very legal and actually pointed out in the, But anyway, so any non-Washington County resident Libertarian will be required to pay $500 county membership dues as a condition for speaking at a Washington County meeting unless waived by the majority of the Washington County office holders present at said meeting as per Article 4, Section 8. So what that means is, basically if you start yelling at us like some people have, start being aggressive and not really of this county, we could actually say, look, we need our $500 membership fee, or you need to maybe not talk or be aggressive, because we've had that in our meetings. And yeah, and that's a middle finger towards that's me being a butt. Okay. So that's our bylaws. And that explains a lot more of what we were trying to deal with our bylaws. Okay. So that explains it. All right. So we're going to go on to something else here. This is about attitude. So here we go.
Have Mr. Hirsch and Mr. Brooksbank filled out the candidate form to be included on the website. If not, please get with the political director to make sure that gets done. All of our candidates need to be listed on the form, because I guarantee you, even a podunk, trash little once a month newspaper in your county is going to go to the state party website first to see if there's a candidate running in that county or even in that town. So they need to be accurate on the state party website first and foremost. because I will get an email or a phone call from a reporter asking who the candidates are there. And I can't say I have no earthly idea.
There's 100 people in AMO, and I can't get AMO's on our
Yep. Okay, before we take the 10-minute break, I turn my computer around. Okay, before we take.
Okay, so I want to make sure that you get this. Okay, so for all of the podunk trash little once a month newspapers out there, the chair's email is chair@lpin.org. Let me just say, the podunk once a month trash newspaper, whatever, that's our bread and butter. And those are the people that actually will go out of their way to get the information right and to promote us, because they're actually reporting news, right? And so that attitude needs to change, Evan. Okay? Just saying. As party chair, those are the people we want to have on our side. And if you have to talk somebody for an hour, I don't care. Just saying. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the last part here is about the audio. Okay. Now, okay, Evan is a video producer. Some of these fine cinematic gems like Oh My Darling, My Girlfriend, the Serial Killer. So his production company is Bad Evan, which is part of the title of this whole production or whatever. Now, understand me, he affiliated with Curdled TV, which is fine. Okay, so understand, that's fine. That's not my cinematic taste, but it's fine. And you can see that it's the same Evan. And here's off his Facebook page. And so, you know, being an independent filmmaker is fine. And it's awesome. And it's not something that everybody can do. And so, but you need to really do a better job of filling the business meetings because the audio sucks. Just saying, the audio sucks. And you know better, if you're a film producer, to go ahead and up your game for the business meetings. That's a request. Audio sucks. Okay, well, all right. So it's hot out here, and we're done. So like I said, I should be around. This is pre-recorded.